I'm Shar. You're tuning in to Homeroom with Smooth. Class is now in session.
All right. So this is the most actual like standard episode that we've had. Oh my god, it's good. It's good to see everybody. It's good to be back. You know, yeah. I everybody just introduce yourself. So we're gonna just head to my right. You know what I'm saying? Starting this way, and we'll just work our way around. You know?
You put it the wrong way.
No.
Yeah, he
No.
did.
This the
For
right way.
us,
This you.
anyways.
Yeah,
This,
on my screen, it looks like you're pointing the other
Well,
way.
it looks like the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
your
point-
camera
What?
is like
On my screen, it's the right way. What is going on?
Well, hopefully it's your screen. What's up, guys? I said I'm Frankie. I'm glad to be back off the night shift dungeon. So I'm here to, just to wreck everything and leave. That's all I'm here for.
What up, everybody? I'm D. This is my first time on the platform. I'm super excited and definitely here to connect and chit chat with y'all for sure.
what's
Hey,
up, everybody? Oh, you go ahead, Shar. Ladies first.
my bad. I thought it was going
Dream ready, boy.
Hey, y'all. Shar, it's been a minute. Good to be back, as always.
Peace. My name is Prime Friedman. I am an American Friedman, and I'm here to talk shit and see what's good. Glad to be here. Let's get to it.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? My name is D10 Dream. Y'all know what I mean? And let's get it started. I love debating. I love talking. I love chit chat, philosophy, everything. Let's go.
Okay. Without further ado, all right. So we're here. This is episode number 163. I mean, not 63. Oh my god, 61. Okay, 61. The streets calling. So anyway, we're just gonna start it off right off the rip. Is there like an expiration date to being in the streets? Like is there a time where you got to go? You know what? It's time for me to sit my ass at home. Like I don't need to be in a club. You know what I'm saying? I no longer need to be at the hookah bar. Like, is there an expiration date on that?
Let's start with Shar because the streets are always calling.
Yeah,
him.
ladies first. Ladies
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
I was going to say it, lady first. I mean, I'm one of those people who I don't really conform to societal things that you must do, or I don't think there's like a one answer for everybody. So if you want to be in the streets forever, that's your business. As for me, yeah, there's expiration date because I have certain goals I want to complete. Like I would eventually like to get married and have kids. But I mean, if somebody else is meant to be in the streets forever, that's their business. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
You know, I feel like there's no exact expiration date, but I do feel like the longer you wait and air it out, the more mold is going to come on that. You know what I'm saying? The last year is going to be. So, like, you make sure you refrigerate it. You know, don't leave it out too much. I just feel like if you want to live a nasty life your whole life, that's your prerogative. But just know that not everybody, people's gonna ignore you on the show. Feel me? They're gonna see that. Oh, yeah, as that mold I see, you be stinking, you be whatever, disease ridden.
Oh
Shit,
god.
I don't know. The more you're on the streets, the more you get run over. You know, the higher chances.
Gotta conquer the streets.
This man out here talking about wear and tear.
Y'all trying
To be honest, I think the wear and tear is actually a real conversation to have about this, because the more you're on the streets, the more like I feel like your emotions is getting like disassociated from yourself. Feel me? Like,
But is it though?
Okay, hold on. Everybody ain't gave their open comment. Y'all just start going in. Friedman, go ahead, bro.
So not only will you get ran over, you'll be ran through, especially as a woman out in the streets. What the hell are you doing? This is not a societal standard or anything. This is biology. This is the universal law. This is nature. Women have a biological clock,
Yeah.
and if we're talking about children or marriage and things of that nature, uh, not many women are having pregnancies at 80, nor do I think that they want to be pregnant at 80 years young. Respectfully,
For real.
respectfully, um, respectfully, a woman's sexual dating market value doesn't increase as she gets older.
Technically, you do. You're talking about biology. It actually
When
does.
she's in her prime when she's in her younger years. I'll
No,
say
she's not.
around 22 through 30.
No, she's
Yeah,
not.
you can disagree all you want, but I don't see you married to an 80-year-old woman.
No, but you're downsizing what it is. The woman hits her sexual prime for what's about 40 to 50. That's why there's something called cougars in there too. So if you're bringing biology into it,
Right.
No,
men hit their
he's not
prime.
talking.
Wait.
You want to be married to a cougar and you want a 50-year-old woman to bear your children, your legacy.
No,
Yes.
you're bringing
Okay,
biology.
wait. Time out.
Well,
Let him get his shit off. We gonna argue later. Like, damn.
You're not answering the question, Frankie. Frankie Lyman.
Okay, all right.
Again, Frankie, do you want to have a child with a woman?
Wait, Friedman. Wait. Are you done with your opening comment? We'll go to the back and forth later. We in a
I
second.
wasn't done.
I'm trying to let D and Frankie get their opening comments on. I ain't even said my thoughts. So D, go ahead, man.
Yeah. To me, I think it's more so like
Hold on, Prime. We're
person-
getting feedback from you. Can you mute yourself?
My bad. Is it better now?
No, Prime.
Oh.
Prime, we're getting feedback from you. Thank you.
Yeah, to me, I think it's more so like the person, like, let's say if you date early, then, you know what I'm saying, later, like, you know, and let's say you date early, fall in love early, and that fails, then everything after that becomes significantly tougher, even trying to get back to who you was. I'm, to be honest, I'm talking from personal experience from that, where I was dating a girl, we was together for what, 9 years, and now it's like trying to be outside. Yeah, it's like being outside.
That was 9 years.
Man, look, let's
Bro, that was
Damn.
9 years.
Damn.
My whole 20s.
It's gone?
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it just, you know, now I'm where I'm at, you know. So it's you know, like where it's like I don't want to be for the streets, but also being in a relationship just don't fit no more. It just don't feel right. But it's like what I'm doing does, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of one of those things where it depends on the person on if they, you know, being in the streets at a later age is cool or not. Because it's different for man and female. Because we could think of Hugh Hefner. We could think of a lot of older dudes that just had women, you know what I'm saying, just from being on the streets and just making the mark and, you know what I'm saying, just doing what they doing. But we don't know too many women that'll do that. Or as men, we wouldn't even accept a woman that's doing that. So that's just, you know, like I said, to me, it's more of a per person type of thing. You know what I'm saying? If you can, really, it's if you could do it or not. Because if you out there on the streets and failing at it, yeah, we gonna all say, go home, bro. Go home, Roger. We you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's based on the person, location, you know, expectations. Everything's different depending on, you know, everybody's situation. I think we try to put our idea onto other people, and that's, you know, and I think that's where we get the idea of what's acceptable and not acceptable too. Living in different places, I could say that I lived in Vegas for 3 years, so the streets was calling everybody's name, and it was normal, you know. But then I'm in LA, kind of the same thing. When I was in Texas, it was more of a hell no, depending on the norms. And there's really nothing wrong with everybody's expectation, because I also think when you say people were out on the streets, because I know people, they were out every day and they were dating, but they weren't sleeping around as well too. So I think that goes into the wear and tear. So as long as you're out there and you're respectful of yourself and you're doing what you want to do, you could be out there as long as you want to.
Okay. I just want to say before we get started and get into this, like if you're thinking about retirement, get out the streets. If you're thinking about drawing Social Security, get out the streets. Like this is certain things. Like I don't want to see. Like I went. No, I kid you not. I went to the club in Nashville. Okay, I was in Nashville, and
Nashville,
somebody, yeah,
Nashville.
I was just
yeah,
there too. I was.
man. Look, I was somebody's mom was in there. Now, granted, the dude was like 28, so you can only imagine his mother like had like a substantial gap on him. Like she was old enough to where I was like, yo, like you could be my mom. Like I'm looking at her like you could be my mom, man. I'm like, this is not good. Like she had to be 50 plus. And I'm like, why are you in the club? Why you got this skin tight dress? Like, what are you doing? Like stop, stop, stop. Like then the girl over there trying to validate it to me, like, yeah, my mom like being out there just kicking it. I'm like, no, because this if this is okay to you, like all I see is this is you in the future. I don't want this. I don't
Right.
want this at all.
I feel you on that because there's a difference between being in the streets and being in the at a fancy restaurant, being at the country club. Feel me? Like there's places for you
Yeah.
if you're a single older person.
Yeah.
You at the club at 50 years old wearing skin tight dress, showing a little cleavage and trying to bag these young men. That's not you.
But what if it is her though?
I mean, there are some old hoes
Here's the
in here.
thing.
It's embarrassing.
Well,
Unless
but that's
you
the
looking
thing.
like Angela
It's
Bassett or
embarrassing to
something.
you, but people like that, and they're doing it because it works. So because I was down in Nashville too,
Brother,
so
have
I
you-
would. No,
I've
I'm saying
been-
because to go on smooth story because I was at Nashville as well, couple in August. So like August 13th, I was out there that weekend too, and I was out there with my friend, and we saw it, and that's the thing. I'm not looking for that, but guess what? She got somebody, and they went home together. So they're out there doing whatever, and I said if that works for her, more power to her.
Yeah,
Like,
I got you. I for me, it's not like a should or shouldn't thing. It's like a cringe thing.
yeah,
Like it's absolutely cringe.
yeah, because that's our expectations, and I'm like I said, I am with that because I said because my mom she's 50. Oh, I'm sorry, I think because there's only 17 years between my mom and I.
Uh-huh.
So there was things. So that's the thing. Like I went on a cruise ship with her one time too, and then I was at the age, and maybe that's why it's not as bad to me too, because I know because she had me, and now it's up for her to have fun. So there's sometimes I'm like, ugh, like I don't want to see my mom doing that, but guess what?
Right.
My mom still got it, and I can't deny her for having fun because when she goes out, when she goes out to the club, she goes out dancing. That's what she wants to do.
I understand you, but when I see these like old ass men, 40, 50, talking to these 21, 18 year old girls, and they trying to dance, they looking extra creepy to me, bro. Like, all right, bro.
Go ahead,
You know what I'm
Char.
saying?
No, I just wanted to say a couple of things. So one, I live in DC. That the average person, let me put it this way: being married here is not like it's not like a commodity. It's not like a weird thing to see somebody in their 40s or 50s unmarried. Like that's the regular here. So I'm used to seeing that here. Like, I mean, no offense, do what you do, but there be some hoes in they mid 40s and 50s here, and it's not nobody's like, oh, you too old to be doing. Like, it's just a thing here. Two, let's not act like 50 is the new 40 now. People are aging like fine wine. So the 50-year-olds you see in the clubs are not the same 50-year-olds we that was in the club when we were kids. Like these people looking 35 and 50 now. So
I'm
that woman was not looking any bit of 35. Like she looked.
What I'm saying is, if there's a badass woman in the club who looks really good, and then you wouldn't know until she tells you her age. Like,
why are you calling my mom like that, Char?
If she looks that good,
why are you calling my mom like
good?
Char?
I ain't asking.
Don't encourage her. She watches these. Don't encourage her.
Like I agree with Star as far as people gonna do what they want to do, but there's consequences for doing what you want to do. Is that the goal, to go to the club, be 50 years young, and get smashed and passed around? Is that her
goal? You're assuming everybody wants to get smashed and passed around, though.
Own personal, what she want to do. Okay, fine. I support free will. That's your free will. At the same time, don't expect for men to respect you, or don't expect for men to marry you. Women control access to sex. Women are the gatekeepers of genetics, but men control marriage. So no, you most likely won't get married.
My
And if
nigga read
most
the.
women's goal is to get married, which I would say that is most of their goals, is to get married, then yes, if you're out here sitting on every Tom, Dick, pun intended, and Harry, then yes, there will be consequences for that. If you want to be a older thought, that's your business, but doesn't mean you can get married. And if that's what you want, if you don't want to get married and you want to, get passed around like a chicken bone, if you want to get worked on like a chicken bone, then that's your business too. You have that right to be a freak. You want to freak off? Okay, be a freak.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel like the more the more of the reputation that you have, that you're a thought, the less likely like quality men will seek marriage after you. You know what I'm saying? Is that a reasonable take, Frankie?
It's reasonable, but that's the thing. But I think part of it is we're assuming that's what they want, and a lot of this is based off of assumptions. And like I said, like when I was in Nashville, and I will say that too because I only know that little window in her world. I would not go for that too. But that's also me assuming that she's getting passed around. She's out there every weekend. She's out there doing this, and she might not be. And the thing is, people, they go to the streets for different reasons. And then, like I said, me living in Vegas and actually getting to know people behind the scenes, so people in their 50s, 40s, 30s going out all the time too. They weren't getting passed around all the time too, and that's on the other part of being like a club promoter as well too.
How do you know
Use a
they
club
wasn't
promoter.
getting passed
Yeah.
around? How do you know they wasn't getting passed around? Were you there?
Because I was at work with them the next day. That's how I know. Because I actually know people and I actually get to meet them like that too.
That means you wasn't getting passed around.
No, because these
You
people that
wasn't
actually
taking
know
over?
and they talk to me and they confide in me. That's the thing, because you're assuming that too. Because like I said, because you see that little window of what's going on, and like I said, in Tennessee, I was like that as well too, because I didn't know her. But then going on the other side, I do know these people that they go out, they go, hey, this is what I'm
So
doing,
hold on.
look at too,
Wasn't you
and they're
saying
back
that?
home and doing
Wasn't
stuff,
you
whether
saying
it's
out
freaking
there in
roommates, whether it's
Tennessee?
my
Wasn't you
ex-wife's
saying
sister.
out there in Tennessee that women are being promiscuous? Didn't you say that, or somebody said that?
No. I said we don't know this. That's the assumption that we are having, and that's why I said that's because I knew her and that window of time. So I knew older people going out to the clubs and everything too. But like I said, when I was in Vegas for 3 years too, and then you see both sides of it. People go out to the streets for different reasons too. Like I said, my mom
What are those
loves to go out to
reasons?
dance.
You're being
So hold
very
on,
vague.
hold
What are
on.
those reasons?
So my mom loves to go out to dance, right? So she'll go out to a club to dance. She's not fucking getting passed around. Because she
Okay.
goes out. No, so hold on. She goes out.
That about
What?
is your mother married? Let's talk about the women who are single, because we're
Yeah,
talking
at
about
the time, yeah. I
being
say at
out
the time
in
for
the
a long time,
streets.
my mom was
We're
single.
talking about being out in the
Okay, let's
streets at
go. Okay, we'll talk
30
about
years
people being
old
single.
and
My
40 years
mom
old.
was single for a time too.
What
So she would
woman
go out to
is
a
out
club
in the
like that
streets
too, and then
out
she'd
at
be back
2 or
home
3
and she
years
wasn't getting passed
old?
around.
Okay,
Years
hey,
old
wait,
that
wait.
Hold on.
Look, y'all can't keep talking over each other though.
Yeah,
Like,
one
Well, he
mic.
asked me a question, I'm answering it.
woman
So
with
and
class is out in the streets 40, 50 years old on a consistent basis.
say it again. So ask one
What
question, I'll answer it. Then he ask the
women
next
are
one.
out in the streets, because this is the discussion. Out in the streets. Do you know what that means, Frankie?
Yes, I know what that means, but it's also okay. So what question are you asking? Ask one question, and I'll give an answer, and let's go to the next one because you have a delay.
Okay, so you said you know what out in the streets means.
Yes.
That means that she is out in the streets. She's in seek of a man or men, whatever.
Mhm.
She's out in the streets. She's looking for a man trying to get drafted. So she's not married and she's unclean. If she's out in the streets
Are
and she's
you
at these
stop talking like
clubs,
I'm dumb and ask your damn question?
no, I'll ask the question when I'm ready. Calm your roll. You don't have to hold.
No,
wait,
because you
wait,
went off
wait,
and cut
wait,
me
wait,
off.
wait. Hold on,
So
hold on,
no,
hold on,
so now you
hold on.
calm your damn roll. Hold
Calm your
on.
roll
Out on the
and not
streets,
your
they
roll.
want to get drafted. They want to see somebody.
Calm
It doesn't
your
mean they're
roll.
fucking
Calm
sleeping
your roll.
around. That's your
Calm your roll.
assumption because that's what you want. That's what
Okay,
you wanted to
hold
mean.
on,
So
both.
stop taking your little
You
fucking
wanna
ego.
listen?
So you want to feel good about yourself.
Shut
So
your
now I'm gonna
mouth.
fucking ask the question. Who the fuck
You
hurt
want to
you?
have the discussion? Shut your mouth and listen.
No, I'm not shutting my mouth because
Whoa.
you
Hey,
keep on going
hey,
around
hold
over and
on,
over
hold on,
again,
hold
and you
on,
want
hold
to
on.
ask the
Hey,
damn
both,
question.
hey, hold on, both y'all. Hey, bro, prop,
No,
hold on. Both of y'all. Chill out.
I am chill. He want to ask his damn question.
This is a regular discussion. Prime, look, we're on a time schedule, okay? Like you gotta ask the question. You just can't keep going. Like you gotta ask the question. Like you have to.
You were just
Like
setting up
My
the
question
foundation.
is, how do you know what her personal life is if you don't know what she does or who she sleeps with on a regular basis?
And
And
I
you know
told, okay,
only
and
what
I
she
asked that
tells
question
you.
because
And
these are
I'm
the
not
people who would
done.
go out to the
And
club.
this is why it's disrespectful, and this is why. So again, how do you know her personal life if you only know what she tells you? Go ahead.
No, I said because these are the people that I want to work with the next day like that too. And I said whether it's based off, I said my ex-wife's sister, the people that were my roommates like that too, are the people that we were in the same circle in the same circle with too.
Let's be real. Prime and Frankie, you can't really know what anybody tell you,
Yeah, I was.
right? You know what I'm saying? Like
But
you can
that's the
only.
point I was making earlier too, though.
So why are we having this discussion?
No,
then?
I'm saying like you can, Frankie, you could trust what the people are saying to you, but
But-
that also doesn't mean that what they're telling you is the whole truth.
I get that,
Right.
but then you also can't assume that this is what they're doing as well.
Right,
though.
right, right. It's a catch-22.
That's the point I was making.
What's the point of having this discussion if what you're claiming is that we don't know and I'm assuming things?
Yeah.
I mean,
The discussion is null and void then. If we don't know, we're basically talking about stuff we don't know, according to you, Frankie.
No, that was according to them. Because you asked me a question. I was saying this is how I know. Because she was like, how do I know more about their life? And I said because I'm in their circle. I want to work with them next time. I was doing this. And now Dream was saying, hey, well, we don't know because this is what they're saying. So then if we don't know, then there's no point for this conversation as a whole.
you can like make reasonable
Okay,
assumptions.
so you
Like
agree.
some
And
assumptions.
that's what I'm trying to do.
So look,
Like you're
some
trying to make a
assumptions
reasonable
are okay to
assumption saying
make.
that she's doing this.
so
And
look,
all I'm
so
saying
look.
is that
Hey.
people go out. Hold on. People go out and try to date for many reasons. But the thing is, too, we cannot assume that they're getting ran through all the damn time. And that's the only point that I was making. So, and that's why I said
That's what
earlier,
you
we're talking about
assume.
wear and tear.
That's what you
Like,
assume without asking any questions.
Let's.
Some
I
ignorant-
think we're having two
Okay,
different
we gotta
conversations.
Yeah, we gotta segue
Let's
this
set
to
up the. I think we should
some-
develop some some grounds that's like so we can both talk about and have it like
yeah.
So I think this conversation is assuming. Let's assume a girl is on the streets and at least actively trying to get fucked or whatever. Let's like she's living a promiscuous life and that's what she want to do. Let's assume she's having at least one dick a week, right? Let's assume that.
That's her business. And Tabitha Brown voice. Go
Right.
ahead.
So let's assume when we saying girls is on the street, let's assume she's getting a dick a week, right? And then we can go from there.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
and if it's a dude, he's with a chick a week. He's with one girl a week. You know what I'm saying? He's bagging one each weekend. You know what I'm saying? Cool.
Yeah.
We've established that bet. That's our baseline. Let's go. Let's go. Because I
thought we was talking about dots and scores, but apparently, according to Frank, we're making assumptions. After we were talking about
well, okay. Look, we moved
We
on.
moved on. We moved on.
We moved on from that, bro.
What we talking about anymore?
What we're talking about here. Y'all funny as hell today. So what we're talking about here is just the simple fact of when you're out there for that long, the emotional, the mental, the actual like damage that happens to you, like it affects you in a lot of different ways, and it comes out in a lot of different ways. I mean, for men, when you're out there that long, you know what I'm saying, you're taking a financial burden. If you're not that nigga, you dating all these shit that no, it can't dude tell me like that shit is cheap. It's not. It's not cheap to have hoes. It is not cheap
at all.
It is not cheap. That is a rich man game.
What?
To be out here like dating chicks like that, that's a rich man's game, bro.
Man.
Are you speaking from experience, Move? You said it's not cheap to have hoes.
I mean, if I'm gonna keep it all the way a band, like it's not like to be like actively like trying to like date them, have them like on your team like that, like
just that they always want to do something.
You know what I'm saying? Like they always want to do something. Like, oh, can we go to the movies? Oh, can we do this? Can we do that? So one weekend I'm doing this, one weekend I'm doing that, the next weekend I'm doing this. Then somehow on a Wednesday night I find myself I'm at the comedy club with the other one. I'm like, yo, what is going on? Then I'm looking at my bank account, and I'm like, okay, hold on.
Yep.
Hold on. I didn't.
But
When did I go
you
here?
know
When
what
did I
it is
spend
though.
this?
But you know
You
what
know
it
what I'm saying?
is. When guys get with girls, they put them in a category. When girls get with guys, they put them in a category. We have an agenda for them. If this is a freak and she wants to get freaky with me, that's what we're gonna do. I'm not trying to go to the comedy club unless we connect or something. And if we are just freaking off, then maybe every once in a while we'll go to the comedy club. But after the comedy club, she's getting smashed. That's what it is. Let's keep it real here.
Yeah, I was connected to my. I was trying to be there. I was
He said he was trying to be there.
no. What I'm saying is like I was living a different type of lifestyle. Like I literally was like, it's like I had like 3 pseudo girlfriends.
Bro, my
Like,
coworker said he went to the club every weekend and spent 15,000 just to get some bitches, bro. Like just at the club.
I believe it.
15,000, make on bottles and sections, make it seem like I'm that nigga for real, just to get
What
some
was the
pussy.
ratio of women he got?
But I'm saying though, like you could have got that pussy for free.
Yeah.
he really could have.
Hey,
You
but
know what I'm
smooth.
saying?
He really
Or
could have.
at least with the cost of entry to the club.
A little bit cheaper. It would have been cheaper. It definitely would have been 15.
And so you got to think about it like that. It's like, yeah, you out there, even as a man, I think it's disadvantageous to be out on the streets too long. It's like I feel like I feel like for both women and men, but especially for 30 is a cutoff. Like 30 years old, you've been to the club, like, because think about it. How long you've been at 18 up club until 21. Now you're in a 21 up club. That's 9-10 years from like what I mean, what you need more than that? You need more than 10 years of clubbing? Come on, bro.
They didn't find
Settle
it.
down.
They didn't find it. They didn't
Settle
find
down
it.
at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. If you
Look,
need more,
yeah, look. They
bro,
got to try a different location then.
I went to the club every single weekend as soon as I turned 18, bro. By the time I was 20, I got tired. I'm like, all right. Like every weekend, like I was just,
Yeah.
By the time I got 20, 21, I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, this. I
Don't
know
you
I know
think
the
you
DJ
could
set
be
by this time.
different
Like I know the next song coming on.
Oh yeah, you was in there down bad. You knew the playlist.
It's a bit different with guys,
I knew the playlist, bro. I know
because
DJs
our
by
value
name.
doesn't increase as we get older. For men, it's completely different.
No, I agree with you. I feel like the younger you can quit clubbing as a woman, the easier for you. I feel like the younger a woman can find a man. Like the thing I also don't like I understand women is like they trying to date up and find the highest paying man, whatever. But also I wanna challenge women, and like I want them to find a man that they see like a lot of potential, like a lot of potential, like
Yeah.
but somebody on your level, like you also have a lot of
What women are
potential.
you talking to?
Say that again.
What women are you talking to? Are you
All
talking to
women.
all? A certain group of women?
I'm talking to all women. Is that a problem?
You're assuming that all women just look for a high paying man.
No.
That's it.
I'm talking to all women. And I'm saying this as a general message, as an advice for all women. I'm not saying women don't do that or whatever specific group.
The ones
But
that
Okay.
do.
I'm
He's
saying
saying the
women,
ones that do.
for the ones that do look for these high upper men, I challenge them to look for a man that they see a lot of potential to become that man that they want, right? Because by the time that man gets there, first of all, it's hard to find a man that is already there, right? So you're working against the odds.
Yeah.
So why not help and find and support a man that you can legitimately see, that you've vetted, you've met their family, to come from a good family, and you're like, oh, I could actually legitimately see this person becoming a high value man or somebody that's making a lot of money, right?
Right.
And so
With respect to women, though, can you quantify potential? Can't quantify. You can't eat potential, but intangibles and resources or protection.
you can't quantify potential. I mean, you can see, you can absolutely quantify potential. It's just less of an exact science than the actual, right? So for example, if someone if someone like in sports, it's easier to quantify potential. Like somebody is already dunking in sixth grade, you'd be like, oh yeah, they got way more potential than somebody just doing layups in sixth grade. So the same concept can exist for academics and jobs. So, oh, somebody's already been like a leadership position for how many clubs by the time they graduate? Oh, okay, they got a lot of potential. Oh, somebody's already been in a magazine, whatever. Like there's accomplishments you can accomplish that are not financial, that are not jobs. By the time you like graduate from college or whatever, trying to find your career, that a woman can be like, oh, he's somebody on campus. Oh, he's actually somebody, rather than going, you know what I'm saying? Like you could quantify
I
potential
still,
by
you
what
still have
people
to
are
see
doing.
Yeah.
in your relationship.
Say that again, Prime.
You made a respectfully. I appreciate you having a discussion, but respectfully, you made a academic application, sports application that has absolutely nothing to do with a relationship
I might need
between
to
a
get
man and
closer
a
to his
woman.
router.
I agree. It has nothing to do with like relationships, but I'm saying if you see a guy that you like this is additive, right? It doesn't have to be either or. It's right. So you see a guy you like, he got a cool personality. You're friends with him. You're like, oh, I like this person as a person, like actually a person, and I'm romantically interested in him. But the other piece is, does he have potential as well for me to be with this person long term? Can I see myself marrying him? Right. Like that's a conversation I had with my girlfriend before we even got super serious. Like I'm romantically interested in you. I think you're beautiful. But what I want to see like what are your goals? Like, do you have goals? Do you have ambition? Like that's why I personally find it, you know, makes a long term marriage successful is if somebody has plans and goals. Right. If you're just like, oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like, you don't really want somebody like that, at least.
Yeah. Because to add on to what Dream's saying is like women who, you know what I'm saying, like want to look for that guy that's already have, just want those girls that just want it like that. You know what I mean? It ain't, you know what I'm saying, the girls that understand that playing their role and helping the guy build up to a certain level gets them everything they want that they trying to get from that one guy all at once, if that makes sense. Because even then, you know what I'm saying, it's like you put in hard work. So the things that you getting from that means a little bit more, and you would get that ultimate loyalty that women look for from a guy when, you know what I'm saying? Because just think about it. Well, if I make $1 million, right, and I meet you after I make $1 million, there's not much that you can add to my table. There's not much that you can add to a man at that point because he gonna be able to provide the things he want. You know what I'm saying? Outside of like what you want to do, he'll go get it somewhere else. He gonna have that plethora of women because he had to go through certain things in order to be able to get to his level by himself. So then it's like going to like dating in the streets is then you start to lose trust in people, you know what I'm saying, from a dating aspect. And you know what I'm saying, like I said, when you make your money, then it's like, so why do I really need you? Like, yeah, you look good, you look great, I would keep you around for that. But then as soon as you start nagging me, annoying me, you start messing up my money, you gone, and I'm picking the next thing. You know what I'm saying? So women be like, why is it so easy for him to go to that girl? She was
I would
quiet.
like.
You know what I'm
I
saying? She was
would
everything
what
he actually wanted, right? You know what I'm saying? So like that's why
I
I
wouldn't
feel you, Dream. Like
really think of like
challenging these girls to
quantifying
find a man that
potential,
has potential and then see how that works out versus always trying to hit the guy that got the bread or all that, you know what I'm saying, for him. So I definitely agree with you on that one.
Okay, Shar, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that everybody has a different definition of what's important to them. Like all of y'all are saying different things, but it depends on what you're referring to. So like uh D10 Dream said that like some women are looking for the wrong things and they just want money. Then you're saying that some men, once they get the money, they don't want much from you. But like it depends on what you value as what's important to you. If you feel like money isn't what's going to bring you happiness in life, then of course love is not going to be enough for you. Or if you feel like love is all you want and you be spite with money, the money's not going to be enough for you. It's just a matter of like what is important to you. I don't think like you can really say you can really come to the conclusion that, oh, this person doesn't like that or this person doesn't like this, if unless you're on the same page when it comes in terms of what you have placed as value at the top of your list.
I want to add to that and say that you could say, it depends what you value and stuff. Prime, you can go right after me. I'm gonna make it real quick. Uh, It depends. Yeah, I understand like what you value. Got to be on the same page. But what my perspective is coming from, what's the most healthy? What's the healthiest option for a relationship? Is it a relationship where it's completely 100% transactional? I'm gonna give you pussy, you give me money. Is that a really truly healthy relationship? In my opinion, I don't think so. I think you do need that compassion, that friendship, that camaraderie
Yep.
in a relationship in order for it to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Because imagine some financial bullshit going on, and now you don't have that money. What's she gonna just leave your ass? Right? So
Yeah.
like that's not secure. You talking about security? That's not secure coming from the man's perspective. He's stressing the fuck out as soon as he sees a 1% down in sales. Oh shit, my bitch finna leave if it's two. You know what I'm saying? Like he stressed. Like I don't want that for men. I don't want that for women to be stressing out just because of the transaction ain't gonna be there when time goes tough. So what I want for men and women is to build that foundation and relationships and camaraderie, friendship. Damn, I was speaking too much truth for her.
Hey, Smooth, we need to send this podcast to my 9 years. Hey, Dream, I might need you, my boy.
I got you.
You might help me get my life back on track.
Let the Prime go, and then I'll go after Prime.
Go
What
ahead,
happened
Prime.
to Free Spirit?
Oh, she just DC'd. She'll be back.
Okay. So I guess I wanted to ask her a question.
You can let Frankie go first then.
Okay. I think that we are kind of going into like the extremes, and most people, most of we don't go to extremes of all on one side, all on the other. Kind of what Char was saying is that different things are important to different people. We also have to realize that different things are important to different people at different times too. So it's always good to value potential. And I think Prime was kind of hitting on it too, because you can't really quantify it as well too. But depending on someone's potential might not meet your current needs as well too. And since there's not an exact science, if someone has everything that you already need, whether it's money, stability, anything else that makes you attracted to them, you can't fault somebody for saying, "Hey, this person's on the come up, but they don't have what I need, what I feel like I want right now." And and I know we always go to the extreme of the money and the rich person, but not every person's like that. And sometimes it's security. Sometimes this person has a potential to be yoked like freaking like The Rock, but right now this person is John Cena too, and that's a security that they feel that they need.
I 100% understand what you're saying, and I agree to a certain extent, because from my perspective, when I was saying that from a young person's perspective, because that's where all the potential is most of the time. By the time you're like 30 plus, I understand if you're looking for somebody that already got it there, because you should already have it there as well. So that makes some sense. But I'm talking about from a young perspective. If you're in college, it's okay to look at your peers and not look for somebody that's a lot older that's already got it all together.
Yeah, but certain peers that are your age have everything.
Yeah, go ahead, Prom.
Yeah, of course. It's rare, but yeah, it happens.
Who's to talk about what women want?
Say that again, Prime.
I was saying that I was trying to have a discussion with the woman on the panel, since we're talking about what women want. So I think we need a woman's perspective.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask a question, but when she came back on, we were still having a discussion.
Yeah. So I want to say this about what we're talking about right now. I think that Dream, you brought up an excellent point in finding somebody's potential. I just think people need to be realistic with themselves. Okay, you need to go home, look yourself in the mirror, and and really ask yourself, if you had all the things that you wanted in a partner, would you date you? And if the answer is no, because it's probably going to be no, because a lot of people have delusional dreams of what they want in a partner, then you have to ask yourself, okay, how do I make myself better to be the person that person would want to be? That's what you should be. You should be in a place of working on yourself to where somebody would want to add themselves to you or bring you in and be a part of their life. A lot of people aren't doing that self work to where they're just you're trash internally. You know what I'm saying? Like you're always arguing, you're always lying, you're always doing something negative. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing positive. You haven't built up yourself in a way like with maturity or financial discipline or anything to where anybody would want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't carry those characteristics. And I would say look at yourself internally first and start there. That's men and women. Men and women can take that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But you talking about look at yourself in the mirror. We got to change these people's eyes. Forget the looking itself
Or
in the
what they
mirror.
viewing, yeah, because it's like they be comparing
I'm a-
relationships, all
I,
this.
I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
I think what he meant though is because sometimes us men or anybody, everybody needs to look themselves in the mirror, because if you're not okay with what you have, then why would someone else be? And then what also gives you the right to look for something so much higher?
No, that makes sense. I understand that, Frankie. But my perspective, what I was saying is their self assessment is warped. You know what I'm saying? They're viewing themselves as much more valuable objectively in the marketplace than they actually are.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? And I see that for both men and women. Men think that money is it. A lot of men is like, oh, I got money. Why am I not getting hoes? Why am I not? I mean, because you was a lame ass nigga. You just got money. You got no gang.
Rich, lame ass nigga.
Hold on a second. Shar said she'll be back in about 3 minutes because she's resetting her internet.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
bet.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah,
getting, you know what I'm saying? And the other end too, like, you got women thinking, oh, I had sex with him, that must mean I'm X, Y, and Z. But no, niggas is just horny. They'd fuck
anything.
Bro, I had so many regrets, bro. I'm like, damn, was I that horny? Damn,
yeah,
bro. Hey, on me, man, bro.
On what women want, because we're really just going in circles right now. It's like a circular discussion. Can we at least agree that at least 51% of women want security, protection, and provision? That is the majority. And I'm being generous with 51%. I say this because I understand the nature of men and I understand the nature of a woman.
You said protection and
provision,
security, provision, like they want you to
provide
security. I think, to be honest, I think everybody wants that. Like 100% of men and women.
I don't think
just
in the same way that a man can.
That's what I'm saying. It just depends on what type of that thing you're talking about, right? So the bigger category, they do want that. Everybody wants security. Everybody wants protection. Everybody wants somebody to provide something in the relationship.
Right. So the answer,
a man is not looking for this. Men and women are not equal. So a man is not looking for the same thing that a woman is looking for in a woman.
So
I didn't say that.
They are completely different. Which is why a woman is looking for protection and provision, and a man is looking for a woman to carry his legacy. They both complement each other. They're not equal, but they are equal in value in what they bring with their respective roles.
Sure. You can view it that way. What do you say, Shar?
Wait.
I heard
Smooth trying to.
What was the? Hold on, like I heard a bit of an echo. So
that's like coming from Prime.
He wants Char to answer the question because he was saying 51% of women, and he's being generous, want protection, provision, and security. And they said that guys are looking for women to carry on the legacy. Dream was saying he thinks everybody, man or woman, wants protection, provision, and security, but just in a different way because women provide it in a different way. And I think I got those last 2 points out of order. So now Char's back in the conversation. So your thoughts?
Yes, that's a good summation. Even though I disagree with the.
Go ahead, Char. Yeah, Char, go ahead. Char, just go.
No, I think all of that's true. I can't say yes or no to. I think everything y'all just said is 100% true. I do think that men want security and what was the other protection and
provision.
Yeah, provision.
Only because like Well, I think men are looking for peace. I add that in there. That'd be at the
Okay,
top of
that's yeah, I can get with that.
100%. That's the
I
number
can get
one
with
thing.
that, man. After that
I
toxic.
feel like that's number one on my list.
Well,
Boy,
Yeah, I feel like
that's
that's
pretty
number
much
one
security.
on all
Yeah.
of them.
yeah, that's security. Yeah.
Security as far
So,
as
but
I wouldn't say that's security
I
because
okay.
in
To
my
me,
So,
I would
so
feel
real
more
quick,
secure if you're not stressing me out in certain
but I think
situations.
security for men is like secure knowing that
the
yeah,
woman
like
won't cheat.
Right.
we
Like
can
that's what I
trust you
yeah.
exactly.
Trust.
See,
Like
Mhm.
that's
knowing we
peace.
Yeah.
can trust
so
you,
Yeah.
so
trust
look,
me
so
part of you.
I'm gonna put
Peace
it
can
this
mean like
way.
she's
So
not nagging.
hold on, hold
That's
on. So
Yeah,
look,
exactly.
so look. I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna put it this way. Like like women although they're looking for like you to provide physically, financially, you know what I'm saying, they want you to like
Nah,
emotionally, you know what I'm saying.
it's
No,
2022.
they
We
want
don't
you
want
to
y'all to provide financially anymore. I'm just going to put
no
that
no
out
no
there.
no
Go
no
ahead.
what I'm saying is if you had the option to not work, you would not work if you could just
No,
have a kid.
not me. Go ahead.
No, but I'm just saying vast majority
What if you had a
that
child though?
that no I'm just saying, like, if you have a child, vast majority of women are not itching to jump
I
back up
understand
to go
that,
to
but I
work.
still want to have like my own business, something that's working for like. Go, but go ahead though.
Right. So look. What I'm saying is for women they want that emotional security and all that. However, men look for that peace or their peace and security and all that come in a different. It comes in the form of like, hey, like she's taking care of this other thing that I don't have to take care of. She's
Like the
loyal
house.
to me. Yeah, she's loyal to me. You know what I'm saying? She's um provide she's playing her role that she needs to play or whatever. Like that's how men see get their security. Like they can be emotional with her, they can give their emotions to her, they can be strong outside, but when they come home they can have somebody
Yeah.
that they can be vulnerable with. You know what I'm saying? They can
Yeah.
say like, "Yo, this shit sucks. This is
Yeah.
hard," and that woman is going to build him back up and get
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
back ready to where he gets up tomorrow. He's gonna go back
Mhm.
out there and get it again, and you
That's
just play that cycle over and over again. And as he provides, she provides that other thing, which is a form of security, and I would say like emotional stability for the man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? She
yeah.
provides that.
and that's
Hey,
the
Dream.
piece.
Hey, Dream. You were right.
Thank you.
Go ahead,
And
Prime.
one sentence, and then Prime go right after me. That's one thing I hate about Fresh and Fit podcast because they always talking about don't ever share your emotions with your woman. I'm like, nigga, I'll be telling my girlfriend the
Yeah.
tea.
That's a
Like
T.
What
this.
kind of advice is that?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
That don't make sense to me. Like you should
Yeah.
be if that's your wife, you should be able to trust her
That's the
100%.
one person
But
you
see,
should be able to
fresh
be
and fit is more generated on dating, not, you know what I'm saying,
No.
security. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference on, you know what I'm saying, they
That's-
conversations on what we talking about right now.
But
Fresh
they
and fit on how to get as many women as possible for the guys, and the women's be compliant to that.
I understand that, but they also talking about building a legacy, building a
Yeah,
foundation,
I mean, yeah.
and marriage, right? So they don't ever talk
But
about
but they'll tell you that they don't believe in
Men are
marriage.
not
You
looking
know what I'm
for
saying?
protection and
So it's,
provision
yeah,
from
they don't
women.
believe it.
I'm
They will
sorry.
tell you that in the show that they don't
They're
believe in
not
marriage
looking
for
for
real.
protection and provision from women. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Prime.
A woman is not even trying to give protection and provision for a man. So why would
When
we
I
even
said
be
what I
looking
said,
for that? Already
I was talking
provide the
about
protection and the provision and the security. What is the point of
I
having
would
a
I would
woman?
so
agree.
when you hold on, Dre. So when you look at it from an emotional standpoint, right? You can't be all emotional with your boys. You're not supposed to be. You can't be emotional with your parents no more. You know what I'm saying? You're a grown ass man. You should be good. So who's the one other person you're gonna talk to besides yourself? It's
You don't
gonna
want to
be
go
your
home and be
girl.
hard with your girl.
It's gonna
No,
be your girl.
I think
You gonna
I
have to
disagree.
you have to find some. Now, I'm not saying that there's not people outside that you can't talk to. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is the person that's with you on your day to day is gonna be your wife,
Yeah,
your
that's
girl.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think
you're
I
gonna
think
share more of that emotion with her, and you should have a safe
I
place in doing
don't,
so.
I don't disagree
I
with wanting a woman to bring you peace of mind. What I disagree with is that being number one on a man's list.
Most men that I have
Okay,
sex with,
okay. I didn't say it was number one.
What's number one?
That wasn't the conversation.
This is what we talking about.
yeah,
Go
I just
ahead.
want to say, I think that a woman who is like operating in her full femininity knows how to make it safe for a man to be vulnerable. It is not like something that she finds to be like a job or something that she doesn't enjoy doing. Like maybe a woman who is not in touch with her feminine side, yeah, she might find that to be a chore or find that to be difficult. But a woman who is really 100% in her femininity knows what she's doing, and he'll be open up to you. He don't even realize he done told you his whole damn life story. That's all I'm saying.
Also,
Let me
prime.
give you the number one thing that most men, I'll say 51% of men, are looking for in women. And this is a tangible, just like how I gave the tangibles for what women want. We want the yoni, the vajayjay. Why? Because that is the only thing that a woman can provide that a man cannot, or any other. We want the pussy because that is that's how we carry on our legacy as men. Yes, let's keep it real. Y'all laughing because y'all know it's true. The truth is funny. The truth is funny. Yes, let's admit that. Yes. So yes, we want the pussy, we want the vagina, because we know as a woman, only you can carry life.
Sure. No, I don't think anybody will disagree with that. Men want pussy. Anybody?
I'm pretty sure that makes it. That's how you know he's straight.
I mean, humans want sex, yeah.
Yeah, and I would like to argue that I always feel like my girlfriend got a higher sex drive than me, bro. I don't know, bro. I feel like when women really in a relationship, they just want it all the time. That's how I feel.
I mean, because, let's be truthful. Women really do want it all the time, but it's just frowned upon if they get it all the time from multiple people.
Yeah.
That's really all that is. So when they find that one, they abuse it.
You're right. Yeah.
So
also, it's
deep down, every girl really want to be a hoe. That's all that really means.
Also, it's very rare to find men who want to consistently give it to you. Like I'm being real with you. I'm being very real with you. There's men out here who
I agree with her, bro.
Yeah.
What?
I
Let me
agree with her
explain.
because I be getting tired,
Let me
bro.
explain what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, y'all don't have to. This is
No. Let me
Yeah, for real.
Let me explain what I'm saying. As a single woman, most men just want to like fuck you a few times and then move on to the next woman. Is what I'm saying. It's very hard for women to
New
find
pussy's
a
best
man
pussy.
who consistently wants to mess with just one woman. Is what I'm saying. So our sex drive is high as hell because this one man is he might come around and stay around for a couple of months and then move on to the next one. Like we want somebody to fuck consistently like all the time.
Yeah,
just that one person.
Okay, that makes sense.
When I was in college, it was like a hunch. Like what's next? Like
exactly.
What?
Okay.
I'm a hoarder.
Oh my god. So look, look, we're gonna do final thoughts and then we're gonna move on to the next thing because we went way over.
Sorry.
Way over. It's all good.
So how are we doing these final thoughts? Are we going back to the original question?
We're gonna go with Char first. We're gonna let Char get us shit off first.
What happened?
Final
thoughts on the
topic. We're gonna close the chapter. Yeah.
On the 50% men want something and women
no, we're talking about the original topic.
Yeah.
What was the original? I can't remember what the original topic was.
I remember it was going on it was being on the streets, once so it's pretty much how long is too long for being on the streets, but now we're saying but then we added a caveat, getting ran through every day.
Yeah.
Every week.
I don't even know how to. Man.
Well, remember, Dream added that caveat.
Nah, but I did.
My final thought is do what you do. It's your body. I don't give a damn. If you want to be 50 or 60 fucking and sucking in the club, you go do that. That's your business.
52 dicks a year. That's cool with you.
I said if you 50
a year.
60,
as a 50-year-old, 52 dicks a year. That's cool with you, Charlie?
Hey, they get I raise a drink to that.
That's your prerogative. That's your prerogative.
What?
That's
You
wild.
hear me?
That's a biohazard.
Who are I to judge?
I think that was Dream's final thoughts right there.
Boy. Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, Yeah. So, Dream, you got anything else you want to
My
add?
turn. I think when it comes to like being in the streets, I think you have to set your expectations to reality and not what you think people should want, but what people actually want, right? So, I know you think you could be in the streets every week, getting dick every week, and as soon as you want to quit, you're gonna quit and have a regular life. You're not. You're not.
Man.
You if you're doing that, niggas gonna know. Or your homegirls gonna tell you. You know how homegirls be, they sliming and slithering. So they gonna tell yo nigga because they want yo nigga, and then be like, she been with who and where.
That's why you go to the streets alone.
What the fuck is this, Gotham?
Nah, but for real, my recommendation for like relationships in general is find somebody that you could honestly be good friends with first, and and if they don't care that you're in the streets, then they'll care. Like I know I was certainly in the streets before I met my girlfriend, and I was scared telling her, and she was cool with it. So
I don't care about your past when I meet you.
that's
Just
what
know
I'm
how
saying.
to
Like if you
go
at the
put
end of
it
the
down.
day,
I don't give a damn.
at the end of the day, find somebody. If you was in the streets and you want to quit, find somebody that don't care about it. But understand that that's going to be a way harder task. So the less pavement you taste, the better.
Jesus Christ. D.
First, before I say smooth, when you posting this, because look, I'm gonna just say, I hope that there's a couple people that's not gonna watch this, but like myself in trouble.
I'm posting it tomorrow.
I know. So like, I agree with Sharp. What you do, you know what I'm saying? You do what you want to do, but understand that there are consequences that come with all your actions. So just know. So like what Dream was saying, like I've seen girls that be on the streets and they got a boyfriend, and next week is a different thing, and then it's a rotating thing, and it's always at the club. And then you get your relationship, and then a month later you back single in the club. So have fun doing it, but just know that that's what's causing you to have them errors, like being out on these different dicks, because it's like you got with him, and we know how he is, and we knew you was over there. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, do what you do. I'm not judging. Hey, Smooth, just put there. D's not judging. Okay.
D is not just Jesus Christ.
Oh, I guess okay. The streets. Well, with the new caveat, I'll say get off the streets now. No, I'm joking. Honestly, it's
right.
It's up to you. I'm gonna go back to my original thing. As long as you're safe and you take care of yourself, because I think we always said that too. Because there are consequences to your actions, not just your reputation, but but your physical being and your emotional state too. So I'll go back to the original ones. Yeah, if you get on the streets, don't give it up to everybody. Take care of yourself. But what you do is what you do. And like I said, I'm with D. I'm not judging.
All right. So
Judge free zone.
So what I want to do right now is, what I'm saying, I want to thank you all for coming through. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank you all for being on here. My final thought, okay. My final thought is with this whole thing, I want you guys, okay, to just be smart in how you moving out here, okay? Be smart, okay? If you're from a smaller area, Arkansas, people gonna know. People gonna fucking know what the fuck you're doing, okay? They gonna know.
You
They
gotta
gonna know how
that
you moving
boy.
out here. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, be smart about this, okay? Everybody talks. If you're gonna be out there, that's all I'm saying. That's it. That's it. Just be smart about it. If you just gonna be just out here just doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to deal with the consequences of it, whatever that may be. Whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying if it's definitely on my end. I'm just gonna straight up say it's not preferred. Like I would prefer not to myself and the other person, because that's just weird to me. Like it that means you lack discipline, like on some level, and that lack of discipline is gonna transition to other areas.
Or they too disciplined.
Huh?
They too disciplined. They be like, I gotta make this deadline. I gotta get this dick by the week.
Right.
The regiment, man. It's a regiment.
I got to have that dick.
Yeah.
They be overly dedicated.
Oh my god.
That's
Be on that
discipline too.
But yeah, so y'all, that is part one of episode 161. I don't know what I was just thinking about, but anyway, y'all have a good one, and we'll be back in a second.